letting it go a little bit. It's right at that horrible length. You can't do anything with it. But it's big. Looks alright. Not great, but it looks fine. I should keep it like this for the whole video. Take a chance. Hey everybody, JK Calloway here at Real JK Calloway, coming at you with the results for this week's hashtag skirmish game, and this week we played hashtag my message to my ex. Lots of delightfully evil tweets this week, as you would expect. We did trend number 2 in the US this week, so thank you everyone for playing along. Awesome turnout, always appreciate all the tweets. As always, the top 10 doesn't do it justice, so make sure you search the tag itself and look around, because there's a lot of funny stuff out there, obviously not just these. Before we get going, make sure you download the hashtag Roundup app. It is outstanding. It promotes all the best weekly hashtag games and will send the tag directly to your device of choice right when the tag begins. It is outstanding. And of course, please do hit subscribe if you enjoyed these videos. They are fun to make and they're fun to watch, apparently. I'm one of those weirdos that if I try to watch myself, I get a little weirded out, but other people enjoy them, and they subscribed. Why don't you? But now let's get right into it. Our top 10 for this week's hashtag skirmish game. Hashtag my message to my ex. Number 10 comes from Johnny H802. My life is way better without you. Hashtag my message to my ex. That's always the goal, isn't it? When you do a breakup, make the life a little bit better. Or a lot better in a lot of cases. Number 9 comes from Unicorns Donuts. Why would I send a message to someone who's dead? Oh, they're not dead? They are to me. Hashtag my message to my ex. It's been a long time since I've personally had an ex. I just know this tag would be fun for people to vent a little bit. 16, 17 years, you know, so it's been a while. I had a weird mix of exes in my life. Some we stayed friends, some we did not talk anymore. But it's funny how quickly you can just cut someone off from your life if you really wanted to, and just pretend they're dead. I don't know what's stopping you. There's a whole show called CSI. It basically gives you a playbook on how to not have to pretend. Number 8 comes from Medicated Mama 3. Hashtag my message to my ex. Quality over quantity, huh? Up until the time I was 20, which is when I met my eventual wife, I was a big subscriber of quantity. I can't lie. You know, I was young and stupid and thought it was cool to just jump from girl to girl. Like, I always had relationships. I've never had a one-night stand in my life, but yeah, I had quite a few, like month or two at a times, you know. Capricious youth, I would say, at least for me. Like, I've got friends that still do that crap in their 30s. It's just sad. Number 7 comes from @B_loved_freak. Hashtag my message to my ex. Thank you. If I hadn't dumped your ass, I wouldn't have found the one. Ah, they were a stepping stone. Sadly, there's always got to be that last one before the one, you know, unless you never find the one. Sorry. Number 6 comes from @normal_no chance. Hashtag my message to my ex. Well, my new girlfriend doesn't get headaches all the time. I've never actually been with one of those women who do the headache excuse. I married a girl who does the I'm tired excuse, but she's a 6th grade teacher, so I can't really be like, no you're not. Your job's easy. Most definitely is not, so I have to listen and just wait for her to go to sleep. Number 5 comes from @CJ Cheesecake. Hashtag my message to my ex. Hope it's comfy under the patio. I'm surprised people don't do more mulching when they kill an ex. Oh. I'm surprised people don't break up more amicably. is of course what I meant to say. Number 4 comes from at 1970 NSJ. Hashtag my message to my ex. In the words of Phil Collins, take a look at me now. Mwah, go fuck yourself. But to be fair, the song follows up that line, take a look at me now. There's just an empty space. And you coming back to me is against all odds. So not the best example of a song. Number 3 comes from at Over Heaven's Hill. Hashtag my message to my ex. I'm an alcoholic because of you. Hopefully this is more comedic than reality based, because a lot of times there's suppression involved in drinking. Not like just they were a dick, but more like they were a criminal. So here's hoping you're being funny. If not, look into starting a Kickstarter for your therapy bills. I've heard that's a thing. Number 2 comes from at Wade in the Toilet. My therapy bill was $468,000. Hashtag my message to my ex. Speaking of Kickstarter, like GoFundMe, all those fun things. That might take a dent out of it, hopefully. God damn, that must be true for some people. That's almost $500,000 in just talking to a stranger about your issues. Like, I'm not knocking therapy, don't get me wrong. I see the benefits. I've never done it myself because I've had a pretty uneventful life so far, which means it's all coming toward the end of it. All the bad shit's coming, trust me. So far, pretty uneventful. It's coming like a hurricane, and I'll be in the chair someday. Or the couch. I think I'll be a lay-down talker. I think that'll be my game. Comfort. Now, before we get to our number 1, here are some honorable mentions, including one from our host, at RealJK Calloway. One from me. Thanks for all the crabs. I love Red Lobster. Hashtag my message to my ex. Thankfully, this one is in jest. I've never had crabs. I think I remember reading a story somewhere about, like, crabs are becoming extinct. Like, the STD crabs are becoming extinct because all women, for the most part, just get rid of all that business. I still to this day find it strange that that became a thing. And I think it was because of American Pie, if you remember that movie. There's a whole shaved thing, and then all women right after that movie just started shaving everything. So, interesting legacy for Shannon Elizabeth. But yeah, I guess because of that, which I still find a little bit creepy, like, do we want all women to look like babies? Or toddlers and stuff? Like, it's a little creepy. But I guess one benefit is it's eradicating an STD. So that's good. One from at Gretel Sugar. Hashtag my message to my ex. It wasn't me, it was you. I am guilty of that one in my youth, of using the whole it's not you, it's me deal. I have used it. And, in retrospect, it was very true. I was an immature child and just wanted to sleep with someone else. So rather than cheat, I broke up, which I guess is better. A lot of the people I dated were pretty cool. Like, they were nice and kind, and hopefully a lot of them are happy now and married, and not that those two are, go hand in hand all the time, but hopefully they're good. A lot of them were nice people, and I was just an immature shit, basically. So, if you're watching, sorry, but you're welcome. I was a prick at the time. One from it, Aloha Babe 2011. Check your brakes. Hashtag my message to my ex. At least you're giving them a heads up, If they ignore your message, text, letter, whatever, it's on them at this point. You tried to give them a heads up. You tried to warn them. You did them a very solid. So, if they chose to ignore it, their death is on their own hands. One from Cheryl T2000. Not saying I hate you, but I would unplug your life support so I can charge my phone. Hashtag my message to my ex. Oh, so this is the aftermath of the whole brake debacle. So they survived the crash into a median on the highway. They're in the ICU, and then you pay them a little visit. It's a dick move, but I understand. And one from @Ben4623. Hashtag my message to my ex is in Braille because she must have been blind to leave such a handsome fella like me. Now that's the right attitude to have about it. Her loss, that's what I say. It's usually not, let's be honest. Any woman, if she puts her mind to it, can have any man she wants. Most women settle. I know my wife did, so thank you for settling. And our number one for this week's hashtag skirmish game comes from @Richard4Days. Hashtag my message to my ex. You know that thing you wouldn't do in bed? The new girlfriend does it without me asking. And that's awesome that you found yourself a little bit of kink, but you don't marry that girl, do you? I've done all the fun stuff you can do with another person, but you know, there's certain things you don't want the mother of your kids to do. Maybe I'm a prude like that, I don't know. For example, and this might get a little bit NSFW, so I apologize in advance. But like a money shot, for example. You don't really do that to a person you like, do you? You know what I mean? If there's a chick who says she digs that, that's something I've actually never done, because obviously I met my wife when I was 20, and it was in 2001. That's how old I am. Ha. But, that wasn't really a thing then. Choking and slapping and the whole money. I've never actually done that stuff because, I actually want my partner to have fun too. The whole control thing, not my game. I don't get it. I guess I'd never had an absentee father, so it's not my bag. Do whatever you want in the bedroom, as long as it's consensual, obviously. But why do you have to hurt each other now? Really funny, I've noticed, like, talking to people at bars and stuff, the people who are really into the whole pain is pleasure thing are also the ones that are, like, preaching about love thy neighbor and this world would be much better if we all loved each other. Now beat the shit out of me, I want to feel. And there it is, my friends, our top 10 for this week's hashtag skirmish game, hashtag my message to my ex. Thank you everyone for playing along. Total blast reading through these ones because, people got creative with it. Again, please do make sure you download the hashtag Roundup app. Hashtag Skirmish is a featured game on the app itself. Consolidates and promotes all the best weekly hashtag games, as you know, and of course the big cool thing about it is it sends the tag straight to you when the game starts. Hugely helpful. It is worth a download. Give it a shot. And of course, hit subscribe for me. Up to like 320 right now. Let's go for 340. Let's be more realistic than a million. My name is J.K. Calloway. We will see you again Wednesday.